We're taking you into the news right now with the FOX45 News feed. It's 11 a.m. Now, the future of a Baltimore City charter school hangs in the balance. Why the school is at risk of being shut down. And making national news, the 5th anniversary of the Parkland school shooting. It's marred by yet another deadly attack. What police are revealing about the gunman behind an overnight shooting at Michigan State University. And the race for the White House heating up here. We'll take a look at the first major Republican to say they're challenging Trump for the GOP nomination. FOX45 News Midday starts right now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is FOX45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us here at FOX45 News Midday. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm Taylor Stewart. A 51-year-old woman was rushed to the hospital after somebody fired multiple shots into her home. Police say it happened around 3:30 this morning on North Clinton Street. That woman was taken to the hospital where we're told she's in critical condition. Turning now to the crisis in the classroom. The city school CEO is expected to make a formal recommendation that could decide the fate of a charter school. The Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys may lose its charter, facing possible shutdown over missing paperwork and data entry errors. Now, Shannon Lilly shows us why school leaders are calling this issue a minor technicality.
Well, the threat of doors closing certainly has some parents, students, and staff up in arms. In fact, we spoke with one mom who has 4 boys experience than they had in their 1 month at Baltimore City schools. Listen.
Overcrowded classrooms, teachers that are just overwhelmed. It's just too chaotic in the regular Baltimore City traditional setting for me and my family. They take time with the guys here and get to know them and push them forward for the future.
But soon, the Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys may no longer be an option for her children. The school's CEO, Edwin Avent, says an annual review found the charter was suffering in several categories. We're talking missing paperwork or simple data entry errors, things he says can be and have been addressed. However, in the report found on the district's website, the city finds the charter's teaching practices and staffing also falling short. They're also citing operational difficulties, which they say have impacted the safety or well-being of students and staff. Still, Avent argues that the challenges facing his charter are far less concerning than the challenges seen in public schools citywide. He's even pointing to the much higher graduation rates in the charter school compared with the city.
We don't blame the city, but what we ask for is grace, because I do believe that their schools are going through some of the similar challenges that we're going through.
So we'll certainly have to see how this all plays out, but it is important to note that after Dr. Sonia Santelises makes a recommendation today, the charter will still have the opportunity to plead their case to the board on Thursday. Reporting from City School Headquarters, I'm Shannon Lilly, FOX45 News, Midday.
A broken water pipe is forcing 4 schools in Baltimore City to close for a second day today. Take a look at your screen. We're talking about Augusta Fells Savage Institute of Visual Arts, Harlem Park Middle and Elementary School, Bluford Drew Jemison STEM Academy, and the Career Academy. They're closed once again today so repairs can be made. Developing now, police need your help identifying a young child they say they found wandering the streets alone overnight. Take a look at your screen. The boy, believed to be about 3 or 4 years old, was found at 2:30 this morning along Clonking Street. Now, it's in the Highland area, just a few streets away from Patterson Park. Police are asking for anyone with information about this child's family to call 911. Making headlines this morning, police are revealing more information about that overnight shooting at the University of Michigan. We're learning 3 students were killed, 5 others injured in this attack. Police say the gunman first opened fire inside of an academic building before moving to a nearby student union. They say the gunman, a 43-year-old man, committed suicide as police closed in on him off campus. And today marks 5 years since the deadly shooting at the Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. 17 people were killed in that Valentine's Day attack in 2018. The shooter, a former student, pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison last year. All right, here's a look at our stories that are trending today. Trending number one, the discovery at a Maryland birthplace of famed abolitionist Harriet Tubman. Governor Wes Moore making the announcement within this past hour. They say archaeologists have been digging through the history on the Eastern Shore plantation where Harriet Tubman was born. It's in Dorchester County. It's known as Anthony Thompson's Farm. Now, the state has new information about the enslaved people who lived on that plantation. That includes some items belonging to them, which helps give us a better sense of who these people were and the kind of lives they lived. Trending number two here, members of the Poppleton community are filing a complaint against the city of Baltimore, city council, and Mayor Brandon Scott. They're accusing the city of violating the Fair Housing Act by claiming eminent domain to take residents' homes. The historic alley houses the city took ownership of and are now slated for demolition will now make space for an $800 million development project with plans to build new homes, rental units, and commercial space. Trending number three here, a judge upholding two of the three ethic violations faced against City Council President Nick Mosby. It comes after the Ethics Board found Mosby violated city ethics rules. The board accused him of failing to properly report a legal defense fund. It was set up for himself and his wife. Mosby can appeal yesterday's decision to a special court of appeals, but it's unclear if he has plans to do so. Trending number four, the Cockeysville man accused of shooting two Baltimore County officers during a days-long standoff and manhunt is still behind bars. 24-year-old waived his bail hearing on Monday. He's now set to remain there until his trial. He's due back in court for a preliminary hearing on March 10th. And trending number five here, a man who was shot near the Towson Town Circle is now facing gun charges himself. Baltimore County police say guns were found inside his car and he was not legally allowed to have them. As for the actual shooting itself, the gunman is still on the run. Download that FOX45 News app for your up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, weather, anytime. Just search WBFF in your app store. And still ahead, it's Valentine's Day, and we'll tell you the top 5 gifts people are asking for this year. But if you forget your gift altogether, maybe not so bad. The surprising results from one study that looked at unhappy marriages and our health. And Donald Trump gets his first major challenge to the 2024 GOP nomination. We're looking at the growing field just ahead.
And if you're planning on enjoying lunch outside this afternoon, it looks great as temperatures reach the upper 50s and low 60s. But we have an even bigger warm-up coming tomorrow. I'll let you know how high temperatures get and when the next weather maker arrives coming up in my Weather Authority forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
Let's take a look at your social stream. Now, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley announcing her presidential campaign. Haley said in a video on Tuesday she was going to run for president in 2024. Haley's officially the first major candidate to challenge former President Donald Trump for the GOP nomination. She served as Trump's ambassador for the United Nations during his presidency. Reaction to the bid is coming in pretty split. Here's an example here. We've got one from Caroline saying, yes, ma'am, let's do this, drop the merch. But other folks saying, this country doesn't need anyone from Trump's administration anywhere near elected office again. Now, this Super Bowl, though, on track to be the third most watched in history. Preliminary numbers show Sunday's game between the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles had about 113 million people watching. For comparison, the 2015 game between the Patriots and Seahawks had 114 million viewers. And when Atlanta took on the New England Patriots in 2017, 113.66 million viewers tuned in. Now, one person who stayed up late to watch the game, like so many of us, says, I am never working the day after the Super Bowl ever again. Maybe it should be a holiday, I guess. And at this point, another person saying they should advertise it as a Rihanna concert instead of the Super Bowl because of her halftime show. Well, M&M's parent company being fined over a worker mishap. The Mars Wrigley Company will have to pay out more than $14,000 for an accident that happened last year when two workers fell into a vat of chocolate. The accident happened in June at an M&M plant in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. OSHA says the workers were not shown proper safety procedures and not authorized to work in those tanks. Emergency personnel were able to get those workers free. Well, we got some folks who are coming in with tweets saying, this one here, I mean, we've all dreamed of being in a Willy Wonka movie, though. Okay, I guess. And another person, I guess, dreaming of falling in chocolate. Fine. Why is this literally my dream? Who knows? Still ahead. A major first, though, self-driving cars with no steering wheels or pedals hitting the road for the first time, where those vehicles are being tested.
The White House pressed for answers after shooting down more mysterious aircraft. I'm Scott Thuman in Washington with new reaction.
And coming up at noon, it's Caramo, then at 1, Sherry, followed by the hot bench at 2 o'clock. Welcome back here. We're starting with a live look over Towson. It has been a cold start to your morning, but things will warm up a bit tomorrow. Rain will come in. Coming up, we'll see when those showers could be added to the mix. Developing now, in the past 4 days, the U.S. has shot down multiple unidentified objects, across the country. The White House and lawmakers are being pressed for answers, but admit they are searching for answers themselves. Sinclair Chief Correspondent Scott Thuman has the latest.
One of the reasons that we think we're seeing more is because we're looking for more.
Plenty of questions, not as many answers about the sudden increase in activity over U.S. skies and who is responsible.
We know the first one was Chinese. They admitted it. These three, we don't have attribution for right now. We don't know who owns them.
Lawmakers acknowledging the frequency of incidents could coincide with the U.S. recently enhancing its radar detection system.
Until a few months ago, we didn't know of these balloons. Our intelligence and our military did not know. This went as far back as President Trump, at least 3 times.
It's wild that we didn't know, isn't it?
It is wild that we didn't know.
These are the ones that we do know about so far. Of course, there was that first takedown off the Carolina coast. But since then, U.S. fighter jets have shot down foreign objects near Alaska on Friday, in the Yukon on Saturday, and then here over Lake Huron near Michigan on Sunday. Critics wonder, is the administration reacting more quickly now due to political pressure? And have objects been violating America's airspace for a long time and only now being noticed?
UAP reports have been around for decades.
These hearings last year after Congress required the Pentagon to create an office to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena, the new term for a UFO.
UAPs are unexplained, it's true, but they are real. They need to be investigated.
NORAD, the military coalition protecting North America's skies, saying nothing can be ruled out.
Have you ruled out aliens or extraterrestrials?
I haven't ruled out anything. We continue to assess every potential threat unknown that approaches North America.
But if the latest intercepts are Chinese surveillance aircraft like that first one, China claims the U.S. should look in the mirror, citing at least 10 American balloons in Chinese airspace in the last year, something U.S. officials deny. In Washington, I'm Scott Thuman.
A well-performing charter school in Baltimore could close its doors and lose accreditation. At 4, the decision ahead from tonight from Dr. Sonia Santalese regarding the Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys. And Fox 45 News continues to demand answers from city, state, and school leaders on the heels of failing education reports. At 5, what Baltimore Mayor Scott has to say about the 23 schools with 0 students proficient in math. And Governor Wes Moore is set to reveal new findings on the plantation Harriet Tubman lived on. At 6, the lives and legacy of the people who were enslaved on the Eastern Shore. You can get your Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo app. We now deliver your local headlines and your forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, just tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Trending now, do not be surprised if you see a vehicle in California with nobody at the wheel. Amazon is testing its self-driving robo-taxis on real roads. The robo-taxis are made by the company Zook, and California Department of Motor Vehicles just gave Zook's parent company the go-ahead to start testing those cars. The vehicles have no steering wheels, pedals, and they don't even need to turn around for changing directions, since these cars have no forward or backward. Interesting. I mean, the whole thing is just nutty. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle here to chat about what you guys have going on. But could you drive one of these cars? I mean, could you envision being in a lane next to one and looking over and going, who is that? Nobody's
I think this is it. This is the future has arrived, you know? I mean, we already got the self-driving cars. Now we're going to have the self-driving taxis. And, you know, I think this is really, in the next 10 years, get used to it. This is almost like, you don't remember it, but, you know, when the cell phone took off, you know, so it's almost like the cars. How do you feel about it? It's your generation. It's going to be your legacy. What do you think about it?
I mean, human error is not cool, but like, technical error on the road sounds scary to me.
But you know what? Knowing your personality, why could I envision you hopping in your fly outfit into one of these when you're in New York? I just see it already.
Well, if you see my car right now, I'm not saying no to the car, okay?
See? I can see you, bag over your shoulder. You're like, oh, this is mine, and then boom, you're off to the races.
Who knows? I mean, people didn't think they'd have computers in their pockets a couple years ago, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, if they're self-driving, do we need a brake pad? Do we need a steering wheel? No. Maybe. I mean, you know, that's not really a thing. If it's self-driving, then, you know, it's a whole different model, right?
Whole different ball game here. Whole different ball game. All right. Well, the red may be the color of the day since it is Valentine's Day, but as meteorologist Jasmine Lomax shows us, there's some white snow in Oregon.
Yeah, Taylor, that's right. These photos are coming in from this morning, and we're taking a look at snow across parts of Oregon. You can see the roads not clear, and that's where the issue is, just not safe for driving. As we take a look at those roadways, very different from what we have here. No signs of winter. In fact, we've got more spring-like temperatures as we deal with another day with highs in the 50s, and then it gets even warmer through the middle of the week. Currently, we sit at 54, so we're already starting to see that warm up. Skies are mostly cloudy at this time with light breeze. Across the state, most of us are in the 40s and the 50s, and these numbers will keep rising We're looking at high temperatures reaching the upper 50s this afternoon, and that is well above our average of 46 for this time of year. So if you have any plans for this Valentine's Day, it looks great even as we head into the evening, maybe for dinner plans. Temperature is then in the 50s, slowly dropping to the 40s. Now we'll stay nice and dry throughout the day. It's pretty quiet around our region, but as we look west and we look toward Colorado, we're keeping watch on this low pressure system and the cold front extending from that. We've got areas of rain ahead of that, and it's all heading our way later this week. So we stay nice and dry as we head into the afternoon. Expect mostly cloudy skies and possibly a few glimpses of sunshine. Then as we head into the evening, it still looks nice and dry, but cloudy. We'll stay that way as we head into tomorrow morning. We'll wake up to temperatures in the 40s. Then as we head into the afternoon, a little more sunshine appears as our temperatures reach the 60s. Then our next weather maker arrives on Thursday, and that's going to bring showers as we start the day. They'll continue off and on throughout the morning into the afternoon. Then overnight into Friday morning, we have another chance for rain. This could have impacts on your morning commute, so make sure to keep watch on the radar and maybe add some extra time to that commute. The rain does taper, and by the afternoon, we're back to mostly dry weather, but you will notice a change in the temperatures following that cold front. We'll be in the 50s before even lower numbers and more seasonable numbers on Saturday. 59 for the high temperature as we head into the afternoon. Then overnight, we drop to the 40s. 66 for the high tomorrow, 20 degrees above average. We'll be in the 60s again on Thursday with the next chance for showers. That'll be followed by morning rain on Friday. By the afternoon, temperatures will be a little lower, 54. Then we're talking the 40s on Saturday. After that, we are back to the above average temperatures, 57 on Sunday, 61 on President's Day. Then as we continue through the week, temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jasmine. Well, still ahead, millennials, a bit of nostalgia for you. Your childhood friend Barney making a comeback, where you'll be able to watch the famous purple dinosaur. And just in time for Valentine's Day, the FDA is weighing in on a long notion that chocolate is good for you. What they're saying coming up. A big night of TV tonight on Fox 45 at 8. It's 911 Lone Star. And then at 9, an all-new Accused. And then keep watching because Fox 45 News at 10 and Fox 45 News Late Edition comes next. All right, do not miss this. More than 56,000 COVID-19 antigen tests are being recalled because of the potential for inaccurate results. The Skip Pack Medical Lab COVID-19 rapid antigen tests were distributed without appropriate pre-market clearance or approval. According to a notice from the FDA, the test could provide inaccurate results. Now, nearly 500,000 children's activity gyms have been recalled due to a potential choking hazard. The recall is for the Skip Hop silver lining could actually cause them to slip. The company says the cloud decoration raindrops that dangle from it can come off and poison or choke young children. Consumers are being told to cut the raindrops off with a pair of scissors. You can then photograph the fix, and the company will mail you a $10 gift card. Now, everyone's purple favorite dinosaur making a comeback. Mattel announced it's launching a new Barney TV show. This time, the purple dinosaur will be animated. There'll be merchandising to go along with the new show, including toys, clothes, and books. Production on the original Barney show stopped in 2010 after 18 years on air. Now, Ford announcing plans to build a new factory in Michigan that will manufacture batteries for electric cars. The factory will be fully owned by a Ford subsidiary, but will use technology from a Chinese battery company. All right, time for your lunch break, and it is Valentine's Day, and that might mean eating some chocolate for today. And for years, we've heard about the health benefits connected to chocolate. Well, the FDA is weighing in. The agency is allowing products with high flavanol cocoa powder to use limited health claims, but added there is not enough evidence to say people should regularly consume chocolate. While researchers found a 27% reduction in cardiovascular deaths from participants who took cocoa supplements, the same cannot be said for the average chocolate bar. Now, that's all we have here today for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what y'all working on.
That's right. Is wearing a mask a sign you're worried about your health? What a new study finds about those still wearing masks and why it may be more about being self-conscious than health-conscious. Coming up on Be More Lifestyle. Happy Valentine's Day.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Ladies and fellas, I got the Heartbreakers on for Valentine's Day. Lady T is here, along with relationships expert LaDon Black and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. All ladies, good morning.
Ladies in red.
Wow, you guys, I'm telling you, this is a hot show. It's Valentine's Day. If you haven't gotten your sweetie a gift yet, here's a few ideas. A recent survey found that the top 5 most wanted gifts, they are a special meal, a card, chocolate or candy, flowers, and something sentimental. LaDon Black, you are the relationship expert. Your thoughts on Valentine's Day and what to get?
You know what? I am always an advocate for something sentimental. Get something that means something, something that has feeling behind it, something that shows that you've been listening to me all, I guess, the last couple months.
That's right. That's the expert right there. Yeah. Jasmine, what about you?
Yeah, I think something sentimental is always good, but when you read that list, I was looking for jewelry. Where was that?
Wait a minute, bling, bling.
I think, that's always a good gift as well, and that can be very sentimental.
Wow. Now, I thought that would come from Lady T. Lady T, your thoughts?
I know, right? Because obviously, I'm iced out already. I got my own ice. I don't need that. But there are definitely a lot of sentimental gifts out there, like Cash App, Venmo. There's DoorDash. There's Uber. There's a lot of there's some gifts that I can't mention on air that you can give to somebody else also.
Well, all right.
So, yeah, I'm looking for those kind of sentimental gifts today.
Well, great. Before we get taken off TV, now we want you to tell it, okay? Do you celebrate Valentine's Day? Vote on our website now, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app at the end of the show. We'll see what everybody's talking about. Now, if you totally blanked on a Valentine's Day gift, or if your partner does, it may not be all that bad. A 2016 Harvard study found those who are married, even unhappily, tend to live longer. They also take fewer risks, eat better, and maintain healthier lifestyles.
Wait, what?
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Again, let me see the top again. Was that tied to something? Anyway, your thoughts, LaDon?
I totally disagree. I think being happy on a daily basis adds to your overall health. So I understand what they're saying. They're saying if you have a partner, there's someone looking out for you, that's a positive thing. But I think you need to be happy to be healthy.
All right. Give LaDon props for understanding what I just read. You're amazing, LaDon. Lady T.
I'm a little shocked by this. This is a little harsh for Valentine's Day, but no, definitely. I feel like you're supposed to. What happened to the happily ever after? I want like a happily ever after. Who wants to be unhappily married? Like the vows don't say that. I mean, they do say money and some other stuff, but no. Who said that's kind of crazy? I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, well, Jasmine, what do you think?
I mean, I don't agree at all.
Right.
Happiness is key to anything that's supposed to be successful, so unhappy.
Well, let me say this. As a happily married person, I feel I agree that, I think being happy is the key. Like, you see people who are just miserable together. It's like, Lord, you're making us miserable. You know what I mean?
I do like seeing couples fight, though. I do like choosing a side. Like, I do. Now, that part is fun. I do want to see what side I'm on for the argument. So, yeah, I get that part.
As the pandemic stretches on, a new study finds whether a person chooses to wear a mask may correspond more to concerns about their looks than their health. The study found those who perceive themselves as less attractive are more likely to continue to cover up than those who think they're attractive. The study's author says it shows mask wearing may be more shifting from a self-protection tactic to self-preservation tactic. So, I don't know. So, ugly folks be wearing masks? That's what the study's saying? I don't know. LaDon, again, relationship expert.
That is so evil.
Dang.
Oh, man. Oh, wait, you said Jasmine?
LaDon?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah.
I think people are wearing the mask just to kind of cover up. Because, like, if you have a tooth thing or things with your teeth or your lips, it's a good way to sort of hide and trick folks.
That's true. This is an unfair question because I have a panel of beautiful women who I know they like the show. Look at me. Lady T, your thoughts?
I think that, first of all, this is so mean to even say. But you know what? Shout out to the mask because there were times when I didn't even have to put on makeup because I was going to wear a mask anyway. All I had to do was my eyes. And shout out to the mask wearing. That really did help with that. But I'm not ugly, though, so it's kind of tough to tell.
Wow,
I'm not
Jasmine,
on that side.
Your thoughts,
you
Jasmine?
know?
I mean, mean, I see how that could be true. You know,
Yeah.
if you're not attractive, you don't want to show your face to
Wow.
the world. But I also think maybe, you know, people just don't want to be bothered. I will go out, I will wear a mask, I will
You left
wear
alone?
my
Headphones,
sweatpants,
and
whatever,
headphones,
whatever I want to wear, because
sunglasses.
no one's going to recognize me with my mask.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you one thing. Let me
gotta-
tell you one thing. If LaDon's that lip color is saying all that, you know she's not covering up that lip color.
That's right.
No mask here.
Yeah, she was like, no, we ain't covering that up.
Thanks,
baby
lady.
girl.
Still ahead. It may be hard to believe, but they've been around for 30 years. We'll look at the history of ETFS and how you can get in on the games. And get great skin without the expensive price tag. Coming up, a new treatment that won't break the bank for your skin. Yes, coming up next.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Tightening your budget because of today's high prices doesn't mean you have to give up on skincare. Deneve Gorder is here with a deal on one of her favorite beauty secrets. Here's America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
You guys, we have one of the hottest trends from one of your favorite beauty brands and anti-aging brands, Wrinkles Schminkles. Now, every time they come onto the show, and they've been coming on since the very beginning, we sell out. So pay attention, because this is a new product. These are their self-dissolving microneedle patches, and here's how they work. You simply peel off the patch, apply with a bit of pressure, and you'll start to see the incredible results. I like to wear these overnight, and they literally melt into your skin. The microneedles are actually crystals on the patch infused with ingredients to plump and hydrate your skin, just like microneedling. A favorite celebrity skin treatment that you can now do at home. Collagen and peptides melt away and infuse deep down into the skin, helping smooth those fine lines and wrinkles, whether it's around your mouth, by your eyes, between your eyes. We all have our areas. Now, most skin treatments sit on top of your skin. The patches work below the surface, and the results come from inside out, into the dermal layers of your skin. We always sell out on Wrinkles Schminkles, so do not wait on this. They come in a pack of 4. Get a few boxes, try them out. Trust me, the results are fantastic. The deal on Wrinkles Schminkles microneedle patches is 25% off. These are a must-have in any beauty routine. Simply go to asadeals.com.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by State Street Global Advisors.
Exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, reached an important milestone recently, the 30th anniversary of the very first ETF launched in the United States. Since then, it has grown into a $9 trillion industry with more than 8,000 ETFs in the market globally. Allison Bonds is here with State Street Global Advisors, the firm that launched the original ETF widely known as SPY. She says they are democratizing investing. She joins us now with more. Allison Bonds, perfect name, right? What exactly is an exchange-traded fund, and how do they work?
Well, exchange-traded funds, are also known as ETFs, are a basket of securities, similar to a mutual fund, meaning that they tend to be diversified. But different than a mutual fund, They trade on a stock exchange, just like a single stock. So I like to think of them by breaking down the E, the T, and the F. So the E stands for efficiency. Efficiency in two ways. Number one, they tend to be cost efficient. They are considerably less expensive than mutual funds. They're also tax efficient, meaning that they're less likely to pay capital gains the way a lot of mutual funds do. The T stands for transparency. You can see all of an ETF's holdings at any time on the issuer's website. And then the F stands for flexibility. And that means that you can trade them throughout the day and really respond to market movements. So I think that they combine the best of what mutual funds have to offer with the best of what stocks have to offer.
So tell us how they're democratizing investments and why are they becoming so popular right now?
Well, as you mentioned, we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of the launch of the first exchange-traded fund, SPY. And we have found that SPY and all of the ETFs that have come after it have democratized the way that people invest. And what I mean by that is that they have leveled the playing field. My great Aunt Mel in Cincinnati, Ohio, can invest in the same strategies at the same price as somebody like Warren Buffett with ETFs. And I think in recent years, we're finding that they're really growing in popularity for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think more and more investors are realizing it's tough to pick individual stocks. Last year was a perfect example, unfortunately. We saw everything from blue chip stocks to high-flying tech names down. It can be challenging to pick your own stocks. And then the second reason...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, the other reason we're seeing them grow in popularity is investors are also realizing, coming to the conclusion, it's also tough to find mutual funds that can outperform in 1 year, much less persistently over time.
I love it. So, Allison, this is some powerful information. Where can we go for more information?
For more information, you can go to our website, ssga.com. You can find all of the information on our ETFs as well as how they fit into a broader portfolio.
Thanks so much for this great information, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care, Allison. With the right catitude, everything is possible. Still ahead, a doctor joins us to explain how cat parents can help their kitties live their 9 lives to their fullest. It's the day of love, but for some, it's not that easy to find. Next, a relationship expert is here to talk with Lady T on the best ways to find love this Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Love is in the air, but where should we be looking for it? All right, I have relationship expert LaDon Black. She's joining us now for a special Looking for Love tea session. Welcome to the show, LaDon. Hey.
I'm excited to be here. Let's just get this started.
You just want to get it started?
Yes,
okay.
Let's just jump in.
All right, girl. Well, some of us are already booed up, but the rest of us, the single folks out here. So help the single folks out. Give me your top 3 tips for where to find love or how to find our next ex, whatever one.
See, that's not right. If you're looking for love, the first thing you want to do is to go out and do the things that you love doing. Because a lot of times we figure that somebody's going to come knock on our door and they don't do that. So get out, get active, and you'll meet people who have the same interests. Number 2, you should be on those dating apps. Yep, you need to be online. I know a lot of people are scared to do it, but it truly is the way to open up the number of people that are potentials for you. If you're not online, you need to get there. And the third and final thing is to tell your friends and family, stop keeping your desire for love to yourself. Let people know you want to meet someone that's interesting.
Oh, no, we don't tell our family because then they judge us. So we don't let them know. They already judge us at Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the other holidays. We're good. Okay, so you're saying these our significant other is not going to break into our house and find us, correct?
No.
And so we need to be on dating apps. So what apps do you suggest? I know even Facebook has it. What are your suggestions, girl?
You know what? Get off the free apps. That's my biggest tip. If you pay a little bit for the service, you're paying for, sort of their process, the vetting that they do, the quality of people they expose you to. So definitely pay for a quality site. Next thing I would suggest, look at that profile image. If your profile image is from 20 years ago, you need a fresh picture. If it's with your puppy, you might need a fresh picture.
Yeah.
People want to see an image that looks like a real image. So not, a photoshopped image, but they also want to see a little bit about who you are as well. So pay attention to your picture as well.
Okay, so we paying for love. I thought you said love don't cost a thing. What happened? I thought that was the trend. Sometimes it costs a little bit of a thing, apparently. All right, lastly, who is your favorite celebrity couple that you are watching right now? Who was more in love than ever before?
You know what? I am really feeling Taye Diggs and April.
Oh, they are so fun to watch.
They are so cute because April, if you followed her through her reality show, she's had a lot of love drama.
Yes.
And then Taye Diggs, we never really knew a whole bunch about his love life, but watching the two of them together, doing their TikToks,
super
dancing,
cute.
fashion, all that good stuff.
I love it.
Great couple, my favorite.
I love it. Well, LaDon, you came through with the tea, the relationship tea today. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bye.
And Mother Nature is giving us a lovely start to your Valentine's Day. Here's meteorologist Jasmine Lomax with your best weather in America.
Well, we are heading down to Florida for this gorgeous photo, and what a stunning sunrise to wake up to on Valentine's Day. Just look at the oranges in the background mixing in with the blue sky. Very, very stunning, and even people out on boats on the water, a very nice morning for that in Florida. Not only do they have the sunshine, of course, they have the very warm temperature, so great place to be, but it's not too bad here. Our temperatures are above average, so if you're planning on eating outside for the afternoon, maybe even into the evening, not too bad. 54 for the current temperature with mostly cloudy skies over Baltimore and a light breeze. Across bringing the chance for areas of heavy
watch. They are so cute because April
rain, and that could impact your commute by Friday.
If you followed her through her reality show, she's had
will stay dry and mostly cloudy through
a lot of love drama.
Yes.
And then Taye Diggs, we never
out the afternoon and even into the evening.
Really knew a whole bunch about his love life, but
it still looks pretty good. then we'll stay pretty quiet.
Watching the two of them together doing their TikToks.
They're super quiet overnight and into the morning.
Dancing, fashion, all that good stuff.
We start with dry weather and we'll remain that way through.
I love it.
Great couple, my favorite.
I love it.
Thursday, we get ready for the next weather maker. Notice as we head to about 7, 8 o'clock, we get ready for showers, and these could impact your morning commute. We'll have these continue off and on, and into Friday morning, there's a better chance for rain for that commute. Make sure that you're keeping watch on the radar. Again, 59 for the high, 60s tomorrow and on Thursday, with rain on Thursday and Friday. We'll be in the 40s on Saturday. Then next week, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Back to you.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Cat's Pride.
Cat parents everywhere want nothing more than for their kitties to be part of their lives for many years to come. Dr. Evan Anton joins us to share tips on how to help your cats live their best 9 lives. Doc, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me today.
Great. So can you share some tips on keeping our cats healthy and happy?
Absolutely. So as a veterinarian, I have to recommend annual visits to your local veterinarian, making sure you're on top of all your preventative medicine and vaccines and whatnot. Another big one with cats is keeping them indoors only. Cats that go outdoors really put themselves at risk for a lot of different things every time they step outside. And unfortunately, our outdoor cats kill billions of wildlife animals every year around the world. Another big topic that doesn't get discussed enough is litter. And so finding a good litter is really important, making sure you keep it nice and clean. I recommend cleaning out the waste every day and doing total litter box overhaul, cleaning changes every few days or so, depending on the number of cats you have and the number of boxes you have. And litter box positioning on that note is really important too. So we want to be in places where the cats feel safe and comfortable using the litter. They're not in the middle of a room. It's more cornered where they can kind of see everything going on around them and they don't get any surprise ambushes from any of their cats or pets or young children at home.
Doc, why is it so important to keep the litter box clean?
Yeah, it's good for not just the comfort of your own home, making sure it doesn't smell like a litter box, but it's good for your cat's health too. So it's better for their skin, better for their respiratory tract, keeping that thing clean on a regular basis.
And so, what should we consider when choosing the right litter box for our cats?
Now, when it comes to litter, there's a lot of choices. So I partner with Cat's Pride. I'm a big fan of this litter. It's very lightweight. It's about half the weight as your other conventional litters. It's also 99% dust-free, so that's better for ours and our cats' respiratory tracts. It's got phenomenal odor control, and when I work with brands, it makes me really happy when they give back. So Cat's Pride does something called the Litter for Good program. Every jug they sell, they donate a pound of litter to cat rescue or pet rescues around the country. And my 3 cats are all rescues, and 2 of them did come from a shelter. So Cat's Pride's making a real difference in helping pets find their forever home.
And so, Doc, you have 3 of them now. Who's your favorite?
Oh, man, don't put me on the spot like that. Really.
Okay, where can we go for more information?
You can go to catspride.com, and you can also learn about the Litter for Good program. And anybody can vote for your favorite rescue on catspride.com, and that gets more litter donated and helps more pets find their forever home.
Okay, Doc, thanks so much for this great information, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sure. Still ahead, it's Valentine's Day. If you haven't gotten a gift yet, we'll share the top 5 things people want to receive, 3 of which you can make without going to the stores. Coming up. And it's Valentine's Day. If you haven't gotten your sweetie a gift, there's still a few ideas. Recent survey found the top 5 most wanted gifts: a special meal, a card, chocolate or candy, flowers, and something sentimental. And if you're totally blanked on a gift, or if your partner does, it may not be all that bad. In a 2016 Harvard study, it was found those who are married, even unhappily, tend to live longer. They also take fewer risks, eat better, and maintain healthier lifestyles. We wanted you to tell it. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day always? Oh, do you celebrate Valentine's Day? The answer is always. There we go. Great show lined up for tomorrow. It's the big premiere we've all been waiting for. Season 9 of The Masked Singer is back. We got a sneak peek of all the action.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
Always thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Have a great Valentine's Day, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at The Mark Clark Show. Take care. See you tomorrow.